fall slowdown is coming up, isn't it?
Oh, fall slowdown. As this is something else I learned the hard way coming up for the many years I've been in this business. I started noticing it. I'd put out a bunch of food. It's getting cool. Let's put out the food for the birds. Nothing would show up. Just
Really?
nothing. And I didn't understand it. It makes no sense. It's fall time. It's a little chilly.
Yeah.
The birds are supposed to start eating, and they wouldn't. Well, it's what I call fall slowdown. There's so much natural food available in the fall. It's a harvest time for these guys. So you don't think about just all the weed seeds and all the things like poison ivy berries, and they eat those. They love them. And things like that are ripe and ready. But you have a lot of spiders. You ever walk around your house and near your bushes or something in the fall time, there's spider webs everywhere.
Yes.
These guys are at max population. And the birds will eat spiders.
Oh,
And
yeah, they love that spider.
They like them. They like them. So there's just a lot of natural food out there for the birds. They don't need to come to the feeder as much.
Yeah.
They'll come, but it's not that necessary.
Not quite
anymore.
as tasty as a big old juicy spider,
So
right?
during this period of time, I just say that's a fall slowdown because I want to caution everybody who gets a feeder and puts it all out there, just like me, like, what happened? It must be the bird seed. It must be the feeder. Or they don't like me. No, it's fine. Just wait till it gets colder, food gets more scarce, the birds will come to the feeder.
Absolutely.
So-
And we want to be sure to keep their nesting boxes. The good time to clean them, right?
Yes, because the breeding season, you might possibly have a bluebird still wrapping up a brood. I doubt it. But it's time to clean it out. And I usually just throw the old stuff out, hose the box out, let it dry, and I'll put a little bit of, in case of a bluebird, a little bit of pine straw in there, or some kind of straw like that, and in the bottom, so they'll come in there and they can sit in the wintertime. There's no feather lice or anything already in the box.
Are they all finished? Are the bluebirds, the eastern bluebirds, they're done?
Most likely.
I mean,
yeah.
you can always look in their nests and see if there's anything
tap
in there.
tap on the door, give them a chance to jump out. Don't stand right in front of the door when you're tapping on the box because they'll come out and scare you to death. But just tap on it and then open it very slowly. And if there's a bird sitting in there, just close it very slowly and check it the next week.
Yeah.
But they're probably done for the year.
Yeah.
It's possible somebody could be in there. But then clean the box out, get it ready for the roosting season because they'll come in there and they'll camp out in there on cold nights. And they'll have a nice clean place to do that in. And the hummingbirds, I fought this my entire career with this bird thing is people said, oh, you got to take your hummingbird feeders down or the birds won't migrate. Well, your feeder has nothing to do with that whatsoever. The birds know when to migrate. It's built into their system. They time it for when there's maximum food available for them to make that trip along the way. Yeah, and they don't hang around just because there's food there, because if they did, they would all die. They'd all hang around up here and they'd die, and that would be it. So they know what to do. So put a feeder out.
It's a shortness of sunlight, right? Isn't that what they're triggered on?
Yeah, and they just know when to go. Maybe because it gets cold too, and they don't have a coat.
Maybe so.
But it's nice to keep a feeder out because you'll see some birds down in October, maybe even early November, that are naturally just starting to move. In our case, in this area, generally ruby throats will start, and I've seen some. We've tracked some and banded them that were in very early December, and a few in November, and of course a lot in October, who are just moving through. So they know when it's time for them to move. But the majority of them have moved earlier, though. And but be aware that they'll be coming through. Keep a feeder out. Just make sure you clean it every now and then, and the nectar's not cloudy. And keep one out all year because there are birds from the west that move into the eastern United States to spend the winter. And this has been well documented now over 15 or 20 years. I don't remember how long we've been working on that, but it's been a while. And so we see a lot of western species in the east, and especially the southeast, during the wintertime. So you won't see a lot of them, but they're around. So keep a feeder out. You may see a rufous or a black chin or some other species of thing in the southeastern United States in the wintertime. Hello, this is Richard Cole. I want to thank each of you for watching, and I want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to share it.